Welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sipsky, your host. Today I'll be showing you how to roast a chicken using a rotisserie chicken grill spinner and a propane grill, a small one. As you can see here, it's all set up. I'll show you how to do one. Let's get started. The first thing you need for grilling on a propane grill is a rotisserie machine. This is a rotator. It runs on an AC motor. I bought it around 30 bucks on sale, as you can see here. It's quite good. You can actually roast up to 2 chicken, a medium side to large chicken. I'm talking about 4 pound, right? But for my case, I'm just going to do one chicken that I'm going to demonstrate. 4 pound chicken. Okay, it's actually quite cheap. I bought it for about $3. If you normally go to Walmart or other grocery store to buy a 800 grams grilled chicken, it costs you $8.40. Whereas if you can get a 4 pounder raw chicken, it costs you only around $3. Now, I'm not saying it's cost effective because it takes about 2 hours actually to grill the chicken. Okay. Anyway, once you assemble the machine, you can see the manual that I have here. Look at your manual because each of the grill machine, the rotisserie chicken machine, is different. You notice there's the motor there, AC motor. It's supposed to be placed there at the end, like that. Okay, so you can see that the two prong facing opposite to each other, and that's where the chicken will be fetched, right? And you pass through, and that's how the chicken is hold together. It actually have a screw to keep it in place. Okay, so there is the motor. You put it on the side like that, and I'm looking at all the different accessory in the box to see how I'm gonna assemble it together. So I lay it out. Usually that's what you want to do. You want to lay it all out, see what you have in the box, how you're gonna put it together. There's even a weight, like some kind of metal piece that's weight to adjust the weight when it rotates so it doesn't tilt over or something like that. Okay, so look at your manual to see what is needed to put together. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm adjusting accordingly. I put the weight in to see how to balance the chicken when it's rotating. So as you can see, I'm glancing through the manual to see what it looks like. The problem here though on my grill is quite small. In the instruction manual, it has 2 screws that I have to put in on each side, but my grill, propane grill, a small one, has only 1 hole. So really I can only put 1 screw in. So thank goodness it's actually worked for me. I was able to just put 1 screw on one side and then on the other side, and it's quite stable. It's allowed it to machine to rotate. When the chicken is in the rotisserie machine, it can rotate. So that's why I would say for my grill, I only use 1. I wouldn't recommend it for 2, especially for a small size propane grill. Once you assemble the rotisserie grill machine, next is to remove the rack from your propane grill. So I remove both the top and the main one. Okay, and then now we're going to assemble the side. We're going to put the rack on the side where the rotisserie machine will be rotating along the axis. Okay, so now for my case I only have 1 screw, so I'm just screwing through 1 hole on the left and the right side, and that's where the rotisserie machine will rotate along. The next step is to put the AC motor onto the rack like I did there, and then put the rotating metal, rotisserie rotating metal onto the 2 bracket, and then just have a look at it. Adjust the prong where the chicken will be placed to see what it looks like. In this case, I'm going to put a 4-pound chicken onto that rack. You'll see in a minute. Plug the motor in, AC motor, to see how it rotates, and then you're ready. So here we go. I have a chicken. This is a 4-pound chicken. What I do first is actually to cut into the meat a little bit to allow the juice to kind of leak out when we place the sauce. So you can see I use a knife just to cut a little into it so that the juice meat comes out when I put the sauce in. Now, I don't have any secret sauce. I looked in my fridge and I saw a ketchup and I saw satay sauce. I mixed them together, and you'll see in a minute, and just brush it into the chicken meat as it rotates. I do that every couple minutes until I notice that it starts to turn brown. Okay. Okay, once you put the chicken in the metal rack, we are now going to put it into the motor so that it can spin. Now notice that the prong screwed in and held the chicken in place. You can see that it's pretty tight. Make sure the wings and the legs are all tightened up. You might want to use a cotton string rope to tighten up the chicken. And I test the motor to see if it's spinning properly, and it seems to do quite well right now. So all I have to do now is turn on the propane tank and use my brush to put in the sauce, and we're pretty much done. Okay, so now it's ready to be sauce over. So I made my own sauce. I put satay sauce with ketchup, and that was a quick way to make my sauce, by the way. 1-to-1 ratio anyway. And I just apply it with a brush, a barbecue brush, and just kind of paint over it, brush over it, the skin. And you want to do that until you fill up the whole skin of the chicken. And then every 15 minutes or so, you want to do that again, okay? I did that for about an hour or so, and mix the skin moist, right? And it's going to taste really good. So here you can see all the sauces we applied, and like I said, every 15-20 minutes I would actually apply it again to make sure that the sauce will keep the skin juicy. So just let the flame heat over. You want to set it to low to medium, okay? Around low to medium heat. This will last for about 2 hours. For me, it was about 2 hours and 10 or 15 minutes. Okay. So notice I closed the lid to keep the heat in the near the chicken. So bring up the flame a bit and heat. And what you want also to do is make sure you applied every half an hour, and then near the end, every 10 minutes, you want to use a thermometer to figure out how hot is inside the chicken, especially in the breast and in the leg and in the wings. Right, you're looking at the leg and the wings about 155 Fahrenheit, and within the breast about 180 Fahrenheit. And when it's that, then I think you're ready to take out. So this would, for this grill anyway, it takes at least 2 hours. For me, it took me about 2 hours and 10 minutes. So pretty useful to have a thermometer to measure the inside of the meat. All right. Okay, so now we're ready to take out the rotisserie chicken. Make sure you have a plate ready. I put it on my chair, and the plate's right there. What you want to do is make sure you wear a glove, or at least have a paper tissue ready to unscrew the prong and then pull it out like I'm doing right now. And then what you want to do is slowly tilt the rotator metal piece, the long metal piece, on an angle, and then it will just fall out onto the plate. Now you might have to push a little bit once you unscrew the other prong. Just let it, the weight, the mass of the chicken slide, plus pulling the rotator metal out, and there we have it. It's done. Now let's give it a try and see how the meat tastes. Now remember, this is after over 2 hours. Actually, for me, I think it was 2 hours and 10 minutes. And using a meat thermometer to make sure that it's ready, 155 at the leg and the wing, and 180 degrees at the breast. Now it's ready to go. Let's have a try. Thank you for watching EducateTube.com.